What's going on, guys? You just back to my channel, and today I'll be doing a little review of AEW Elimination Chamber and stuff, and I'm kind of tired. So yeah, I woke up early this morning and stuff, and where I'm at, the kickoffs are at 10, and the main shows are at 11 o'clock where I'm at. So yeah, anyways, let's get to it then. Let's get this over with. I'm tired. I'm lay down for a while. Alright, here we go. There's the kickoff match with Rey Mysterio versus The Miz. The night's action began with a kickoff show grunge match between The Miz and Rey Mysterio. Mysterio weathered an early storm, fending off the former WWE champion and frustrating him when Miz attempted to recover on the floor. Dominic Mysterio sent him back into square circle to face the wrath of his father. Miz slowed the pace, cutting his opponent down and working him over on the mat. The A-lister denounced the presence of Dominic at ringside, then proceeded to uncork a barrage of kicks to the chest of his opponent. The elusive Mysterio caught Miz off guard, rocked him with an elbow, and sent him shoulder first into the ring post with the head scissors. A seated senton and springboard crossbody earned a 2 count for the master of the 619. Late in the match, Miz took a page from Eddie Guerrero's playbook, pretending to be struck by a steel chair by Dominic with the young competitor. Suddenly, barred from ringside, Miz thought he had everything figured out. Instead, Mysterio countered the skull-crushing finale into a roll-up for the win. After the match, Rey and Dominic delivered a double 619, followed a pair of frog splashes to pop the crowd. So yeah, Rey Mysterio defeated The Miz. Alright, let's get to the first match of the night on the main card, which is Roman Reigns versus Goldberg for the Universal Championship. Two epic entrances gave way to a titanic clash for the Universal Championship in the first match of the Elimination Chamber Premium Live event. As Roman Reigns defended against Goldberg, Goldberg struck first, delivering a spear to the champion. He set up for the jackhammer, but Reigns countered into a range. Renegade, how you want to say that word? For 2. Reigns tried for a spear of his own, but Goldberg caught him with one of his own. The WCW icon set for another jackhammer, but Reigns countered with a Gulaton choke. Reigns tightened his grip on the head of his opponent, and after a minute of Goldberg attempting to fight out, he passed out, and the referee called for the bell. Reigns retained. So yeah, Roman Reigns defeated Goldberg and still Universal Champion. Alright, the Women's Elimination Chamber match. An opportunity to compete in the Raw Women's Championship match at WrestleMania was at stake. In the next match, as Rhea Ripley, Bianca Belair, Doudrop, Liv Morgan, Nikki Ash, Trash, and Alexa Bliss battled inside the Elimination Chamber match. Morgan and Trash kicked off the action with the new competitor joining the fray every 2 minutes. A pinfall or submission would result in an elimination. The last woman standing will be declared the winner. Nikki controlled the opening minutes of the match, but the arrival of Doudrop as the third entrant halted that momentum. It was only when she rushed at Trash and collided with one of the pods that the Scottish competitor was neutralized. Ripley entered fourth, setting her sights on her former tag team partner, Trash. She bounced Nikki's face off the steel chain, sending her crash to the ground. The Riptide followed, and Ripley scored the first elimination of the match. So yeah, Nikki Trash eliminated. Bliss, winner of the first women's Elimination Chamber match, entered next and took the fight to her opponents. She took Ripley down with a hurricanrana, delivered a double knee moonsault to the midsection of Morgan. Morgan recovered, delivered a sunset flip powerbomb to Doudrop, and scored the elimination. Doudrop eliminated. Belair exploded into the match, the last entrant, and took the fight to anyone in her path. She delivered an awe-inspiring one-arm gorilla press slam to Morgan, then a spinebuster. Bliss attempts to a tense stare down with Ripley shoulder momentum as chants of "This is awesome" rang from the stands. After some one-upmanship, Belair and Ripley unloaded on each other. Morgan ended with a double codebreaker for Bliss to take her down and sending her packing with Twisted Bliss. Morgan eliminated. Shortly thereafter, Belair delivered the KOD on Ripley and eliminated her. Ripley eliminated. Belair powerbombed Bliss into the side of the chamber several times before tossing her back in the ring. A missed 450 splash allowed Bliss to set her up for the DDT. DST fought out and tried for a standing moonsault, but Bliss got her knees up. More tense and back and forth action gave way to a KOD and another high-profile victory for Belair. Bliss eliminated. So yeah, Belair defeated Bliss, Ripley, Morgan, Doudrop, and Trash to go face one of the women at WrestleMania. Raw at WrestleMania. I don't know. Sorry, I'm so tired. Naomi and Ronda Rousey versus Charlotte Flair and Sonya Deville. Ronda Rousey and Naomi sought to silence the loudmouth heels Sonya Deville and SmackDown Women's Champion Charlotte Flair in tag team action. To do so, Rousey will be forced to compete with her arm tied behind her back. Rousey, confident in her abilities, started the match for her team, but found herself on the defensive following a cheap shot from the Queen. And Deville dominated the UFC Hall of Famer and former Raw Women's Champion, who was unable to appropriately defend herself with only one arm. A much needed attack to Naomi sparked a comeback for the babyface as the former number one contender unloaded a corkscrew plancha, how you want to say that name, to Flair. A big kick from Deville returned the advantage to the heels momentarily as Naomi unloaded with a kick and made the tag back to Rousey, and Rousey fought through the disadvantage, delivered Piper's Pit, and trapped Deville out with an armbar. So Ronda Rousey and Naomi defeated Sonya Deville and Charlotte Flair. Alright, Falls Count Anywhere match with Drew McIntyre and Madcap Moss. The Scottish Warrior promised a Madcap mauling Saturday in Jeddah, and he delivered, taking the fight to Madcap Moss from the opening bell. He fought the heel up the entrance ramp, then back to the ring in a cringe-worthy moment. McIntyre delivered a reverse Alabama slam, spiking Moss on his head. Yeah, GG though. Excuse me. Yeah, Madcap Moss didn't land good on his head. I'm like, damn, Happy Corbin provided a distraction, but McIntyre launched Moss with an overhead suplex on the floor. He sent him over the announce table. Corbin got involved, joining his cohort and sending the former WWE champion into the guardrail, but McIntyre recovered. He cleared Corbin from ringside with his sword, Angela, and flattened Moss with a claymore for the pinfall victory. So yeah, Drew McIntyre defeated Madcap Moss. Yeah, Madcap Moss didn't feel good. He landed on his head in the ring. And man, damn, that hurt. He didn't look good after that match. After the match was over. Alright, let's get to the Raw Women's Championship match. Lita versus Becky Lynch. A trailblazing of a bygone era battle, the measuring stick of women's wrestling today, as Lita challenged Raw Women's Champion Becky Lynch in one of the night's marquee bouts. Lita outsmarted and out-wrestled an overconfident Lynch early, but big-time Bex turned the tide in her favor by hanging her up on the top rope. She stomped and pounded away at the Hall of Famer, rocked her with the back elbow, and caught with the spinning back kick. A leg drop from the middle rope to the surgically repaired neck of her opponent had Lynch rolling. Lynch delivered two back plotter, suplexes, but a third was countered as Lita drove her face first into the mat. The exchange of rights brought Lita back into the match, and a pair of clotheslines stunned the champion. A crossbody earned Lita a near fall as the crowd came alive. A pair of roll-ups and swayed before Lita attempted to grab hold of a sleeper. Lynch fought and wiggled her way. Sorry, I'm so tired. Wiggled her way free, making it to the ropes and forcing the break. When Lita scaled the ropes for the moonsault, Lynch wisely rolled to the floor. The challenger slammed Lynch into the commentary table, but back inside the ring, Lynch hung her opponent up on the ropes for the second time in the match. Lita broke out Stratosphere and owed to her best friend Trish Stratus, but could not keep Lynch down. Big Time Bex recovered and applied the armbar, but Lita fought it off. Lynch transitioned into the manhandle slam, but Lita draped her foot on the bottom rope, breaking the count. Moments later, Lynch mocked Lita's moonsault, but came up empty. The challenger delivered the twist of fate, followed by her trademark moonsault, but scored only a dramatic near fall. The shock of the kick opened up Lita for one more manhandle slam, as Lynch narrowly retained her title. So Becky Lynch defeated Lita. Yeah, it was good. Not too bad. So yeah, it wasn't too bad. It was good. Alright. Okay, after this match was over, we were supposed to have a SmackDown Tag Team Championship match with the Viking Raiders and the Usos, but it never happened because the Usos attacked the Viking Raiders they came out of the crowd, the Usos and stuff, and started being the hell out of the Viking Raiders and stuff, and yeah, we're supposed to have it, but never happened. So it skipped all the way to the main event. So yeah, here's the main event. Men's Elimination Chamber match for the WWE Championship. The advertised match, but okay, it's right here. I see it. All right, here we go. I'm so tired. The advertised match between the Usos and Viking Raiders for the SmackDown champion for the tag team titles did not occur after the champions attacked their challengers prior to the contest. So there you go. Yeah, there you go. Bobby Lashley put his WWE Championship on the line against AJ Styles, Austin Theory, Seth Rollins, Riddle, and Brock Lesnar in the main event of Saturday's show and Elimination Chamber match with WrestleMania 38 implications. Rollins and Theory started the match, the veteran competitor easily taking his opponent down early with the Sling Blade. Theory answered with the fallaway slam. As the fight spilled outside the ring, Rollins launched Theory into Lashley's pod. With the powerbomb breaking through the plexiglass and injuring the champion in the process. Riddle entered the match next, pairing off with Rollins, renewing their rivalry. Rollins delivered a jarring reverse suplex off the top rope for a near fall as medics, trainers, and WWE officials assisted and apparently injured Lashley out of the chamber. Styles entered next and took the fight to all three of his remaining opponents. He sent Theory into the side of the chamber, then delivered a dragon screw leg whip to Riddle, with his opponents perched on the top rope. A recovered Theory brought Rollins and Styles down with a double powerbomb. Riddle delivered the floating bro, wiping Theory out the clock. Countered down, and when it was revealed that Lashley was in concussion protocol, Lesnar kicked his way out of the pot and immediately eliminated Rollins, Riddle, and Styles. Rollins, Riddle, and Styles eliminated. This left Theory with Lesnar 5 days after their first encounter on Raw. It went about as well as one would imagine. Lesnar obliterated the young competitor with a suplex, but an alert theory delivered a low blow, a rolling dropkick, and DDT earned the heel a near fall, but really only served to piss Lesnar off. Theory climbed the chamber, but Lesnar followed and proceeded to bash his face into the plexiglass side, an F5 off the top of a pod. Followed, and Lesnar regained the WWE title. Austin Theory eliminated. So yeah, Brock Lesnar defeated Austin Theory, AJ Styles, Seth Rollins, Matt Riddle, and Bobby Lashley to win the WWE Championship. So yeah, Brock Lesnar got the WWE Championship back. So yeah, there you go. That was it. Yeah, I'm so tired right now. I can't keep my eyes open. So yeah, that was it. And I see you all in the next video. Laters.